And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same, like cook cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more. This is good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledge-ito, you can't get in college-ito, man. This sinus headache is killing me, but I'm gonna continue to give y'all this good content, man. I'm committed to the cause, and to the cause I am committed to. We still doing the water challenge with my man Smack. No soda. I think we on day 4, day 5. Smack ain't drinking no alcohol. I ain't drinking no soda. Water only. Shout out to my man Smack over on Back on Fig. Get into that if you ain't got it today. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network, man. Get into Crenshaw King. Free the trappers on Crenshaw King. Tap in with them, man. Make sure you get a Rich Trapper Trap Lottie Trap Pack. Tap in with Free the Trappers over on Crenshaw King, man. The Rich Trapper Trap Lottie Trap Pack is the firest of the fire, man. 10-gram special. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that, man. The Rich Trapper Trap Lottie Trap Pack. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man, over at Free the Trappers. Tap in with them if you ain't tapped in with them, man. Get you some of that good Rich Trapper Trap Lottie. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that, man, from Trap News Network and Free the Trappers. Crenshaw King, right across from the Krispy Kreme Donuts, right in the old Louisiana Fried Chicken building. You want to go get into that if you ain't got into that. Excuse me, y'all. Like I said, my allergies is kicking my double. But we are committed to the cause, and to this cause we are committed to. So committed that we are giving y'all $500 to the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers. And T-Rail over on Back on Fig will give you another $500, man. So it's a total of $1,000 that you can win over here at TNN Trap News Network for the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers, man. So let's run these numbers up. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking, man. Run this number all the way up. What else I need to tell y'all? How Little You Care is out now, but 100,000 Cash is out now, man. Make sure y'all get into that. That's my newest single, 100,000 Cash. Get into that. That's out now, man. Y'all running my numbers up. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. 100,000 Cash is out now, man. That's my latest single. Make sure y'all tap into that if you ain't tapped into that. All streaming platforms. We got Pop Smoke's Unaliver talking about his boy Treyway aligning himself with Pop Smoke's oppositions. We finish up into this content, man. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Honestly, I don't know. I'll stay to myself. After that, I didn't talk about it. Nothing. It was nothing to be said, nothing to talk about, nothing to brag about, nothing, nah.
What were you doing when they came and got you?
Yeah, break that day down.
So I had got this room.
Mike.
I had got this room, and I got this room in Ontario. And when I got the room, I had a female come over. You already know how that goes. And yeah, I got a call at like 3 in the morning from my mama. She like, they just raided the house. I'm like, oh, like, what could it be for? Because I into so much shit. I'm like, what could it be for? Then my brother called me like,
They just raided the house. What could it be for? Like, you didn't just unalive a famous rapper is absolutely crazy. The fact that you're unaware of what it could possibly be for, and you know for a fact that you just unalived a famous rapper is absolutely insane. What do you mean, what could it be for? Ninja, you just murked Pop Smoke. That's what it's for.
I think it's that. They taking pictures, everything. So from there, I just get up instantly. Wake her up like, it's time to go. Like, we gotta leave. Boom. My boy was across from us, so I wake him up. We go downstairs. I walk the bitch to the car. And when she get in the car, she pull off, and I hop in the car I was in. I hop in the back seat, and then right once we finna pull off, like cars just came in front of us, and I thought it was my ops.
It's the fact that you use a credit card probably attached to you to get the room, dummy. How you gonna unalive somebody and then use a credit card attached to you or somebody you know to get the room? That's how they found you, bro. You were supposed to pay for that in cash.
So I just instantly like dropped. Like, I'm like, ooh, like it's over for me. Like, but then I started seeing helicopters. I'm like, they ain't never coming like that. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, oh, that's the police. I'm in my head like, they got me. Like, but then once they arrested me and shit, they had I asked them like, what I'm getting arrested for. They like, it's a warrant. So I'm like, I'm on probation, so I probably did something. I'm like, they ain't coming like that. They take me to the station. They put me in there with some nigga. And when they put me in there, some nigga instantly tried to ask me about my case. Well, he didn't ask me about my case. He asked me like, "What you up in here for?" I'm like, "I'm up in here for a warrant." And he like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, "What you up in here for?" He like, "Oh, I'm up in here for stealing a candy bar." So from there, I'm like, "Nigga stealing a candy bar? Like, nigga, you don't go to jail for that, nigga. They gonna have you pay for it. They gonna have you give it back, like."
You gotta steal a truck of candy bars.
Exactly. So I'm just looking at him. I'm like, "Oh, all right, like you finna go home. Like they finna release you right now. I don't even know why they arrested you." And he like, "Yeah, boo." He like, so like kept asking me about my case. So I started getting mad. I'm like, "Bro, like why you keep asking about my case?" And he like, "Oh nah, they just making a ruckus outside about it." Oh, and then I get a knock on the door. Well, not a knock on the door. I just hear the door lock. And I see a lady had came to my house before with my PO and showed me a paper of him. And I just like looked at her and I said, "I don't know nothing about it." But she had the same lady came with the paper. And she was like, "Yeah, like you're here for this." I'm just look, "Oh, you got the wrong nigga. Like, I don't know what you're talking about." And she was like, "Yeah, we finna see." Boom. Close the door. And I started getting mad. I started getting irritated. And nigga asked me like, "Oh, so you here for whoopie whoop?" I just spazzed out on him. I'm like, "Nigga, on the dead homies, nigga, I'll knock you out, nigga. Like, why you in my business?" Boom, they heard the ruckus, so not to stop the fucking police to open the door and take him out. So from there, I'm like that's an informant, that's a snitch.
Yeah.
Because
That's how they got Draco too.
The rumor was that that one of y'all told on yourself to the informant that was in the cell with y'all. And they said it was you or one of the minors that was in.
Nah, it wasn't me. I have no snitch allegations on my name.
Yeah.
It was a situation, one of them, I spoke a little too much in the investigation room, but not in the investigation room.
Not in the jail cell.
Informant. He spoke to an informant. Yeah. He spoke a little too much, but he didn't speak. Wasn't nothing outrageous.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you're not making it a big deal. Like, nigga, just shut up. But we young, so he a kid. Like, kids get excited about, you know.
And you were the youngest one on the case at the time?
I was second youngest.
Second youngest?
Damn.
Yeah.
So one thing that I saw that I thought was like pretty crazy, and he got mad at me last time I brought this up. Shout out you, Treyway. But he had songs where he was like directly shouting out Pop Smoke's ops within New York. And even now, he's like been doing music with 22 G's, who's like Pop Smoke's enemy while he was alive and everything. Where did that come from?
I don't really know the politics behind the social media. Like, I don't even know what was his name, 2G's?
22G's, yeah.
I don't even know what he looked like. I probably heard a song, but I don't pay attention to that. Like, from New York, that's really the only person I know is him because of the situation. I'm not trying to look, who him? Nah, I ain't got time for that. That's for what?
Yeah, but there was a live recently that just happened where people thought it was you, but I guess it was one of your homies or cousins or somebody that kind of looked similar to you, and you were on live with someone from New York named Relly, and there was words exchanged about the situation that happened, and I think maybe your homie, he kind of like got a little disrespectful with Relly. What was the scenario?
So, the nigga really, whatever his name is, annoying. That nigga's annoying as fuck. That nigga been hitting us up days, blowing us up consistently, texting us, you a bitch, like, you're not gonna tell, like, y'all, like, New York deserve an explanation. So, me, I'm ignoring, like I said, I don't be on my phone, like, I haven't been on Instagram, so I'm really not paying attention to it. But I guess he was doing the same thing to my twin, and my twin had to like basically call him like, bro, like, why you keep bugging us? Like, we got real life shit going on. You bugging us about this? Like, we already got like all these social media bugging us, like, nigga. And he like basically, I guess he recorded, and then he like you deserve New York explanation. So that just triggered my twin, like, nigga, explanation, like, nigga, I'm from Hoover, nigga, I don't deserve nobody, nothing. My twin don't deserve, like, nigga, nah, so, twin, feel me, he reacted, he wasn't supposed to react that way, and it's just, we from Hoover, like, nigga, stop coming over questions, stop coming over talking on the high power shit, like, we not scared of nobody, we not scared of none of y'all, like, we got enemies out here, we got enemies next door to us, nigga, you across whole nother state, like, yeah, you could come out here, of course you can, but right now, like, you're not our concern. Like, we got real life beef, like, shit just happened yesterday, we got real life shit going on, like, it's summertime, niggas is dying.
Alright, man, we finna go into the next video. You know what I'm saying? This young man has a lot on his mind. We finna go ahead and get back into this, though.
You're in kind of a complicated spot because you feel bad about the situation, you don't want to glamorize the situation, but at the same time, when it comes to the gangbanging shit, people will use any little bit of weakness to put pressure on you and to try to, like, you know, use it to, like, grandstand and shit on you. So you're in a position where you want to express that you're sorry about it, but then as soon as you kind of show a little bit of weakness, people are going to use that against you.
Let me clear that. I'm not sorry about nothing. You know, it should never happen, but I ain't sorry. Feel me? Like, if I could go back, I'll go back, but I ain't sorry. Like, niggas die every day. Like, he was rapping about it.
Damn. Pop Smoke fans are not going to be happy about that because that's going to show a huge lack of empathy and remorse for, this kid is conflicted.
All type of shit. So I ain't sorry about it, but, you know, I send my condolences to the family, and I wish it never happened, but.
So do you regret going to the Airbnb that night?
I don't regret nothing, but I wish I never had, yeah.
But when you say you're not sorry, well, you just, seems like you're acting like this is just the circle of life, this is how it happens.
No, it's not, I'm not making this small thing, it's just, I don't know, growing up, my people, my family told me, you ain't sorry for shit. Like, whatever you did it for a reason, and stand on it. So it's like, yeah, I did it, but it wasn't like we all went to go do that. So stop making me feel like, so I feel like people need to stop making me feel like I got something.
Oh, we were acting to this.
Something to.
And that's what he said, that people are making him feel like he is a bad person. But like I said, can't nobody make you feel like nothing, bro. You are what you are. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept of, oh, well, y'all making me feel like people need to stop making me feel like, bro, you took somebody's life. And now you're upset about people having a conversation about it when you're on No Jumper having a public conversation about it for billions of people to see.
In a while, we've got the Lock Star on the podcast. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good.
So you've been involved with a lot of high profile, which we'll certainly get to by the end of this interview. But I figured let's start it off, just lay out the basic details. Where exactly are you from?
I'm from South Central, LA, Hoover. Hey Trey, you know where Young Thug and I'm from. Mm-hmm. You know, filming over there.
So what was growing up over there like?
Shit, just like everything in the hood. I originally grew up in Compton, but from Compton, I ended up getting kicked out of too many schools, so they ended up moving me to LA. And once I went to LA, I started up over there, ended up getting put on, ended up going through shit as like being a young nigga from the hood.
Okay, so how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got one brother, he in the county for a hot one right now.
You talking about Treyway?
Nah, that ain't my brother.
So he's not technically your brother. I thought he was your brother.
Nah, that ain't my brother.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that's my boy though. We logged in, but that ain't my brother.
But you guys been around each other for so long that
it's like
basically brother status?
Like 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you always had both parents around?
I had my mom around, my dad in and out.
Okay.
Kept going back and forth to jail.
What kind of stuff were you getting in trouble that had them like move you to a different school out of Compton and everything?
Really, it's the fighting thing. I got an addiction to fighting. I don't know. I just something as grown.
Now, this is what I will say. Oh, I got an addiction to fight and all that, bro. You sound immature. You're going to get in a situation where somebody's going to whoop your little young feet, bro. You got this addiction to fighting. You're going to end up in a grown man's penitentiary where that addiction will be satisfied, big dog. That's such an ignorant and childish way of looking at things. That's like saying I have an anger problem. How you a grown man with an anger problem? That's called a temper tantrum, big dog.
Up as a kid, or like with my dad in and out of jail, like I had to deal with stuff like that, like anger, animosity. So I had to learn how to defend myself, and from there it just became an addiction.
So you think your dad being locked up was like the root of you having a lot of anger that led to you fighting?
Yeah.
Interesting. What age did your dad get locked up?
Well, since I was 2, he got locked up so many times, just numerous times.
That's interesting because I don't hear a lot of people be honest about the fact that their dad being locked up them up mentally as they get older.
Yeah, nah, like while I was in jail, I was like, I had to sit down and think about it. Like, I was just fighting everybody, just doing dumb stuff, breaking shit, smoking, popping bars, all type of shit. Just basically thinking like, this end of the road, like I'm finna crash out. But then it comes from like, I had to think like, damn, my brother just went to jail for murder 3 months after me. My dad done been like, this shit is like, it's in my blood. Like all this anger that we got, it's just.
So if I had asked you throughout your teenage years and shit what you saw for yourself in terms of a future, you wouldn't have really been able to say that you saw much of a future for yourself?
I seen a future. I just don't know what.
It wasn't a positive future.
No, it was positive. I just couldn't, like, it wasn't no set goal. Like, this is what I want to be in the future. It's just like, in the future, I'm going to be something.
Definitely.
That's what my mindset. My dad always told me, like, I have to be something. So, they really ain't give me no choice.
And what do you think?
And you chose to be a shooter, bro? Like, your daddy told you could be anything in the world and you wanted to be an unaliver? Come on, bro, do better.
Meant by that in terms of what kind of person he wanted you to be?
He really wanted me to be like a nerdy type, but after, I used to get bullied as a kid. So, after that bullying stage and I got out of it, then that's when I wanted me to be like a nerdy type. But after, I used to get bullied as a kid. So after that bullying stage and I got out of it, then that's when I just became me, became Blockstar.
You kind of just like overcompensated for the fact that you were kind of nerdy as a kid to basically act out?
Yeah, basically.
So what kind of fights were you getting into? Like what was the root of most of them?
Gang fights, females, just everything. I'm kind of disrespectful whenever it comes to men, but like women, I don't disrespect women. But as in men, I don't really like being around so many men. So I get like, end up starting it, not intentionally. I just get irritated and start reacting, and then essentially lead up to a fight. Or I'll just get off on you, honestly.
This kid really benefit for some real life, like mental health, from some real life, therapy, somebody to talk to, group sessions, individual sessions. This young man could really benefit from somebody taking the time to show him a safe mental space. You feel me?
Tired of talking. What's gonna happen?
So did you get locked up while you were in high school, or?
I got locked up so many times.
What kind of stuff? Mostly fighting?
I done been locked up my first time ever going to jail. I got locked up for attempt and assault. I got out. They released me like 7 months. I beat both cases. And then...
So you were how old with an attempted murder charge?
I was like 13, 14.
What happened in that situation?
Gangbanging.
Really? Wow.
That's come with it.
So was that kind of like something that was absolutely around you your whole childhood?
My whole childhood, yeah.
It was always in your face?
Yeah, drug dealing, gang banging, prostitutes, stuff like that. That's always been the environment I grew up in. I never knew nothing else.
And so it's only as you get older that you start to realize that shit's kind of unique and that most people don't grow up around that?
It's like once I get older, it's not that I see like, most people don't grow up like that. It's just as I get older, I start noticing like the stuff that we go through, like the stuff we went through as kids, don't determine what we'll be in the future. Like,
So he's definitely not an ignorant young man. He does some ignorant ish for sure, but he's definitely has some sort of intelligence and somebody cared about him enough to make sure that, you know, that he had a grasp on life where he's able to articulate even those type of thought process and ideals. But like, bro, you just gotta do better, little bro. Like, that's all it really comes down to. Like, you just have to do better because your decision making is absolutely terrible.
it's all depends on you.
And now for making terrible decisions is even worse.
That's a fact. So it was always kind of written in stone that you were going to be from Hoover, or was there ever a chance you'd be from somewhere else?
My dad, all my family, they from Anthis Park, Westside Mountain Power, Campanella Park. That's where my family from. I was originally supposed to be a blood, but I'm just wasn't too much into following my family footsteps. I let off my own way.
So who was around you that took you down the Hoover route?
It was my big homie, Big Slap. He in jail for murder too right now. He showed me around, took care of me, made sure I was straight, always had money in my pockets, showed me how to make money, stuff that, like, growing up in the hood, I had to learn, had to figure it out.
And so how did your family react when they realized you were going to be flying a different flag than them?
My mom, when she found out I was gangbanging, she called the police on me. I ran away for like 2-3 days. After that, came back, she talked to me, and then she canceled every holiday for I think 2-3 years. Every single holiday. Like, I wouldn't get shit. My dad, once he got out, he took off with me. And we just ended up fighting.
But there was never a part of you that considered not being from there?
It's a part of me that was like, do I really want this for myself? Like, am I ready for what I signed up for? But then I'm like, if he could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing how much your parents rejected it like that. Like that's crazy to just know that it was that important to him. Because I talked to a lot of people who it seems like
And it seems like his parents definitely didn't want him to be a part of this life. And again, you know, he said his mother called the police, his dad whooped his feet and all that kind of stuff. He seemed like he had every opportunity to go a different direction and just really chose not to, and just was so enamored by what he had going on within his community, within his neighborhood, amongst his friend group, that this is just the life that he chose.
I want their kid to not be from a gang or whatever, but once it happens, they don't really go that crazy trying to stop it.
Once like your mom get used to it, seeing you around it, and like she got to do nothing but accept it. Like, this your life. It's either you could like not fuck with your son, or you could accept the fact that you gangbang. Down there, everybody in LA gangbang.
All right, man, that's the end of that one. To the next one, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledge, though, you can't get nobody's College, big dog, red dot, slide it to the left so y'all can get some more of this good chili I'm giving away for free here at TNN Trap News Network with a comment, of course. Free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We gone.